whenever I say this, you might confuse it as because of where I'm coming from, but it's truly because I've seen what we've been doing over the years, and I truly believe that the only way we can make any headway is to try something different. If you are doing the same thing every time and expecting a different result, that means you're expecting God to drop manna from heaven, and that doesn't usually happen. You have to try something different. You have to try an approach that, you know, sort of helps them to be able to achieve their end without the distraction that comes with it.
So you were using, let's measure them. You were using, they're using blue water gas. You called river gas.
Wardens.
You were using river wardens, yes. And then you're using blue water gas. You're using task forces. You're also using task forces. They're arresting people. They're arresting people. We are burning some fires, excavators.
Same thing that was done.
We're doing that. I think the only thing you put
they were giving people to go and mine in forest.
Forest reserve,
they
that
were
one.
giving licenses left, right, etc.
That's the only difference.
They
The funny thing about this, the funny thing about this, and your people too are taking over legitimate mines with your national security. But let's not go into that if we want to have, you know, a forward-moving conversation, because it's very clear since you guys came into office that it's the same thing that's happening. And to me, I always explain it because there are huge sums of money involved in it. You went around when you were campaigning, telling some of your benefactors who were miners that when we come, we'll allow you to enter the forest. So now it's very difficult for you to also turn around and find them.
Enter the forest.
I know exactly what I'm saying.
Enter the forest.
No, because some of I think the layman's understanding amongst the miners is that the forest is where you get proper gold. Whether it's true or not, we do not know.
No, but nobody
so most
said,
of them,
no, nobody said I will allow you to enter the forest.
Oh, not to your hearing, but I'm telling you on authority that a very big benefactor in one of the
mention the name.
I'm not going to mention
yes,
the
have
name.
to.
I'm not going to mention the name.
No, you have to.
A very big benefactor of theirs who was helping them campaign. In his mind, his motivation for campaign. I'm not going to mention the name. His motivation for campaigning was that he would be allowed to enter the forest. Did we not see what happened in Obuasi? Did we not? I think we were on the show together.
The situation with Galamsey today, yeah, we are not here to protect anybody again. No, we are not.
No, when I'm ready to mention the person's name,
we're not. We're not protecting anybody anymore.
It's not about protection.
We are. You see? Do you understand that we're dying?
It's not about protection.
It's not about protection, Nani.
But
they have prepared something. What?
Did you read the latest research on the effect of mining on water, food, contaminants, heavy metals?
Yes.
And there's a lot of things in Konongozo. The first person who came to my mind was Black Sheriff, and I was like, we need to have Black Sheriff to start doing some advocacy in Konongozo.
So to me,
he comes from there.
Yeah. It requires like a multi-pronged approach and a very intense seriousness.
This thing they prepared for me that I'm drinking is with water. I'm not sure what's in the water. Ordinary foods that we're eating. Yesterday I saw contomere.
Yes.
Last year I saw
cassava.
And I think there's been a report on cassava as well.
Look, we do know. I have gone onto the market to buy plantain to come and do some fufu. Am I now taking it to the lab to check if there are metals in it before I come and cook? I am not ready to protect anybody who is literally murdering me.
Kolebu, director of health director or something.
Medical director
mentioned that there are now like 5,000 cancer and 3,000 and something kidney this year alone.
Yes.
You see, as a scientist, I hesitate to draw correlation if it hasn't been established.
So
it has been established. Let's draw. API has been established because some of these things we're referring to are not we're not following the trend. They are researchers. Do you know Professor?
I'm talking about Paul Sampene.
No, Professor Sampene. Do you know Professor Sampene?
Yes, he was one of my lecturers in school. He's a very good friend.
Do you know that he's out of the country today?
Yes, I know that. He's a very close family friend. So let's not enter.
So do you know why? I'm not going to go, but you know why?
No, I don't. The reason I know.
I'm not going to put it out, but do you know why?
The reason I know as why is different from what you know as why. So let's leave it there. I don't want to discuss it here. Let's move away from
no problem, but you know researchers he has conducted.
He has spoken about it at length.
He has not spoken about it. They've conducted researches that we're making references to them. I don't know why you're giggling. You're taking it very for a joke.
No, I'm not taking it lightly. It's because Dr. Sampene is a very good friend, mentor, and boss. So I have seen his work, but I'm not going to sit here and discuss it.
Fine,
what I'm saying is that the matter has clearly deteriorated.
You're saying that you want to because you're a medical person, you want to disassociate.
No, I said a scientist. No,
scientist.
I want
so
to see causality.
Yes.
Because the level of evidence that you need to make a substantial claim that something is caused by something is very high. It's not one research paper.
But when you have,
I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of that.
When scientists have been able to collect fetus and into the lab and conducted research, what's it called? Conducted some tests on them and seen metals.
Heavy metals.
Heavy metals.
I'm just saying that
in the burden
that it takes for you to confidently link what you were saying, the 5,000 admissions at Kolebu, solely to Galamsey. I'm not ready to go there. Because I would need to see more information as a causality. But we cannot also sit here and say we cannot make that blank link between the increasing levels of Galamsey and the increasing levels of kidney
disease. I'm just telling you that it's not blank because scientists have come out with research results. It's not the fact that you haven't conducted results doesn't mean that anybody has not.
No.
CNN have all run documentaries on research.
Yeah, but what I'm also telling you is that documentary is not doubting. No, I'm not doubting it.
I said they have made references.
You are mistaking the point.
No, I'm saying they've made references to research work. So what are you talking about?
I've seen the references to research work. What I'm saying is that if you are looking at the hierarchy of information, the amount of certainty you need to have, like the way we are certain the mosquito bite will cause malaria, you need a lot more research. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that there is no link or that. That's not the argument I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm not too confident really going on that tangent. It's obviously something that's happening. I saw something yesterday about how they are finding mercury in cassava and all. So obviously these things are coming up, and as time slowly goes
and you're still not confident enough.
Let me land there.
Even if you see the trend.
Let me land.
So scientists don't
Let me land.
So scientists don't use.
Let me land. So I clearly see the trend and where it's going, and I can see that we'll get to a point where we can hit our chest and confidently say that everything that's happening as a result.
We're all dead and gone.
How are we going to be dead and gone? Now the NDC government that said we are the causes of Galamsey, we are out. We are hoping that they will do the work. That's all that it is. We are holding them accountable for the things that they said. They told us that we only need 2 weeks to get rid of Galamsey, a very senior member of the NDC. And I think they were intentionally playing with the minds of Ghanaians, because now they are telling us that when the manifesto did they say they were going to declare a state of emergency. I'm sure you yourself would remember some panelists that have come to City and they were lambasting the NPP rep on the show that declare a state of emergency, declare a state of emergency. Right now, where is all that talk? This is disappeared. So much was said and done. And so the expectations of the people of Ghana with regards to Galamsey on the NDC is so high. And sadly, they are letting the people down. Now it has turned to gaslighting. We're talking about the video that just came up. It didn't come out of a vacuum. Dennis Miracles about he didn't just decide to go there. The government spokesperson, the Minister for Government Communication, said that he wants to see proof of it. Can you imagine the level of gaslighting it takes for that to be said? And so proof has been provided to him. So I hope that this is enough of fire up him to be able to do something about the problem. Because honestly, as I was saying, this tax force matter, not the solution. We expect to see some ingenuity. And to me, there's nothing wrong with looking at your opponents if they have a better plan and trying to institutionalize it. The point for Ghanaians is to see an improvement with the fight to Galamsey. And to us, it's not so much about credits. We just want to see an improvement in what is going on.
There's been some improvements. And there's a river, I've been trying to recall the name of the river. There's a river in the western region. It's around Honorable Boy's constituency. It's not Ankobra. There's another river that was also contaminated by Galamsey last year. And today, if you see that river, it's pristine. The natural color is the greenish-bluish color is returning back to its original state. So it's not like it's failed or the fight has failed. There are successes.
So there's a river in what, Western region?
Yes.
Turning blue?
Yes. It's not Ankobra. There's another river there. It has an Nzima name.
I'm trying to research.
Now, Annie, let me mention 5 other rivers that have improved this last 8 months. When you come to Central Region, Pra at Daboase.
So in Western Region, we have Ankobra, Tano, and Bia.
No, there's another one. It has an Nzima name.
Okay.
In Daboase on PRA, in February 2025, the turbidity was 4,800 NTU. As of July 2025, it's reduced to 2,820 NTU. If you go to Ofen, in February, it was 5,740 NTU. As of July this year, it's 2,205 NTU. You mentioned beer, so I'll add beer. In February, beer had 5,450 NTU, and as of July, beer is now at 372. So clearly, there's some improvement in some areas, and there are some places where more effort has to be put in, especially on the issue of nomadic miners. That is why I want to reference Galamsey now. They are nomadic miners. If you see the way they operate and everything, that's exactly how they are. And how to hone in nomadic miners. And I think that we need to change the game small. The key is the assemblies need to do more. Earlier on, you mentioned the chiefs, and this is very critical because the local chieftaincy system is such that every community has a chief who also supervises the local government's out-of-government system. And they know which rivers, which forests mining is going on, even in the most minutest forms. So I think that the House of Chiefs, working through the regional House of Chiefs and the various local chieftaincy institutions, should also help us.
So I'm seeing these rivers, Ankasa, Nini, and Suhin rivers. I think they are small rivers within the
It's a small river,
yes.
but she has an Nzima name.
Suhin, that's Nzima name. There's Suhin, there's Ankasa.
That one.
Ankasa.
That one.
Ankasa.
Yes.
Okay.
So the chiefs should also help us. We know that there are some who are miners. We are not fighting legitimate miners. We want legitimate miners to do the right thing to protect the environment, all right. But we are looking for those who are destructive in their mining. And whether it is the assemblies, whether it is task force, whether it is chieftaincy, whatever contribution everybody can make. You know, yesterday I was listening to Fix the Country demonstrators, and there was a little guy called Little Desmond, who he got me a little teary-eyed actually when he was talking, because he was surrounded by two other young people, and he said he was too young to die, and now the river is polluted, and the same thing that we repeat, right? But it hit me because this is the next generation that is coming, and we ought to do better to leave Ghana in a better place for this generation. So when I was watching him speak, it was really hitting me that we should do more. So I entreat government, community leaders, chiefs in communities, let us all rise up to solve the problem. We are all involved in this. Government will do its part, central government will do its part. By the end of the day, these are our communities. If it's going bad and we are suffering for, like how today Konyako is making us all suffer because of Ayonswano constituency, it hits all of us. So whatever we can do in our various constituencies and communities to curb this menace and to avoid this, let us do it.
But do you agree with the QS position that we are being too repetitive, that it's something we've tried before, it didn't work? Try something we haven't heard, we haven't seen, we haven't had a feel of it before. Yes, you reversed forest reserve license, whatever.
They gave it, we took it off.
Yes, but aside that, then what else?
But beyond that, we've increased the numbers of water guards.
You've not given out licenses.
We've not issued licenses to anybody.
And then you've increased what? Water guards.
Water guards. What you claim is water wardens.
River wardens.
We have river wardens, water guards, 980. We have proof of 980 water guards, and I see them working. Good morning to all of them, wherever they are. You are doing well. And beyond that, we've registered excavators, and now we have tracking devices on 657 excavators. And we know where exactly these excavators are.
You registered them to where? Mining sites or farms?
They are all over the country.
Doing what?
Doing all kinds of things, from construction work to mining.
No, that happened on
Some are
Operation
legitimate.
Halt.
You did
Sorry,
it.
let you finish.
You may have done it at the operation hall, but you didn't tell us where
just
where
going
the
to the
equipment
point
are.
that
But we
you haven't done
through
anything
geofencing,
new.
we're able to trace where
We
these
started this
equipment are.
geofencing in 2019.
No problem. Now, Annie. Yeah, some more. I don't know why when I'm trying to make my point,
I'm sorry.
Land.
I will let you land.
Our time is almost up, so you land.
So, Annie, beyond that, I told you no licenses, registration of machines. Now, asking shipping lines that before they bring in the machines, they need to, the people who are bringing those machines have to get justification and approval before they ship it here. That is also being done. Beyond that, we are decentralizing the licensing regime. But I've also mentioned that even that has challenges because of how long it takes to go through the procedure and how impatient miners are to mine. So we need to work on that. Now, the last time I was here, we were talking about the police IGP's task force who are not working through the centralized system.
Yes, sir.
So now those were disbanded, and now the what was it even called? NIMOS. That's
the task force.
No, the National Anti.
Galamsey.
It's called NIMOS. Right. So now NIMOS is now providing intelligence to all the task force to be able to do effective. What they even call it? Operations. That's why when you go to a place like Chebi, it's easy for the DCE of Chebi to march into zones and chase out miners and burn equipment and take over equipment. But now that I've also mentioned this issue, the issue of the burning of excavators. I think that the reason why they are forced to burn is because they don't have equipment to move those machines. Because trailers and flatbeds aren't that common unless they are going to pick timber or some other commodity. And to get them to come from one area to where the machine is and pick it, I think it's becoming a bit cumbersome. I'm looking at the numbers.
But you see, I was against the burning of excavators in the previous administration, and my position has not changed. For burning of excavators, it matters not the excuse you give me. Because look at the chain. You're burning this equipment. That alone is harmful to the environment. The emission it's putting in the air, you know what you're creating. Number two, the remnants of the burning, where are you going to put the metals after you burnt them? How are you going to recycle them? How are you going to get them out of scrap them?
Scrap dealers
will take them where? They will take them where? They are still in the system. So let's look at the long-term ramification of these things. When that same equipment can be put to good use, but you see, it's because you people don't trust yourselves. It's not because you can't move it. It's not because it's expensive. It's because you don't trust yourselves. Yes.
It's because they'll fly away.
You seize excavators, politicians will steal them. You seize them, they will steal them. It's simply because you don't trust yourselves.
NDC, we don't have reports of anybody stealing anybody's
didn't
equipment.
NPP seize some excavators and they flew away? I'm giving you an instance. She said she caught some excavators. The next day she came, so many of them had
it was
disappeared.
explained that it was just data confusion, but I think they cleared it up later.
Oh, so we are supposed to believe that.
They cleared it up later.
We are supposed to believe that.
No,
we don't believe it. So, of course, you put some spin on it.
Let's not do this. You did that. We did that. You did that.
Yeah, excavators will fly away.